What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. Oh, I got my screen showing. I'm with myself, Superstar Joe, and I got Superstar Rob back in the building. You missed the live stream, but he's back and we're getting it going.
I missed it. I stopped by. You were doing a fantastic job holding the fort. You know, you got the baby and you got the wife. I got the fiance and I still couldn't make it, so you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I know, exactly. You gotta keep the wife and the fiance happy, that's for sure. But we're not gonna waste your time. You guys see the title. You think these guys are clickbait machines. We are not. We're gonna prove it. This is not clickbait. All right.
Yeah.
VV Collectibles are going to zero unless something changes here. And we figured this out like today. We're talking about it. Rob was talking, and we're like, oh my god, this is going to zero. It
just makes too much sense. But I have to say something. Like, full out, like, we are 100% pro VV. We think VV is going to do amazing, and we think that these collectibles, they might go to zero. They might go to zero because of the market conditions, but it can be corrected. There's a way for this to be corrected, which we're going to talk about, and then to the moon over time. Omi collectibles are good. They're going to go to the moon eventually.
Just needs a couple things to happen. If we leave everything as is, we are in a big time trouble. You might want to.
Which know. It won't be like this forever, but it's just something that we want to talk about. So
it's funny. Okay, so let's get into the news quickly. Golden moments today. I talked about it on the stream earlier. If you didn't see that, go check out the earlier live stream. I got on my wife's phone and my phone, got the box, hit get more gems, didn't load, fail, fumbled 2 into the marketplace for rebounds. But what are you gonna do? I found better opportunity with the gems I was saving for this. In the comic world, and even now those comics I think are a little bit lower than what I bought, but I had never seen these prices on some comics I've been following, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna YOLO it. If I get more gems, I'll get it. I've never failed on it. This is the first time I ever failed on a get more gems, but I'm happy with the purchases I made before the drop, so it doesn't sting too bad.
Yeah, I was actually with one of my friends who's not familiar with VV at all. 10:50. I said, hold on right there. I gotta open this up. He's like, what? I might just watch. Pulled it up to my little button mash. You know, a little button mash. I got it. I found that no matter what happens, when there's a drop, if I want the common, I never get it. I get a rare ultra. I got Edna in the last one. I'm not complaining. I'll take anything. Got Edna in the last one. Now I got Flounder and Sebastian on this one. Somehow it always flips for me. When the common's better than the rares, right? I always seem to get the other one. I don't know if these bots can be selective or not. I don't know what that's about. But I got it and I flipped it right away. I got it, sold it right away.
You didn't buy anything with it?
I haven't yet, because I'm waiting to see what's happening right now with the market. I feel like with the current market conditions, there might be a little bit more. No one knows when it's going to turn, right? But I'm holding off for now.
Okay, so that was the golden moments. Then we got a little bit of stuff from VV here. Thanks for the feedback regarding ongoing issues with server load and security requirement errors. The team continues to work through it and fully understands that words are not nearly enough. We understand your frustrations. We know we need to do better. I don't know if that's the only thing that people are complaining about, but
well, they're getting a lot of complaints right now, probably.
In most cases, these issues can be resolved by resetting your modem and doing a bunch of stuff. As for the other big ticket items, we are patiently waiting for updates that will be given in David and Dan's video coming early next week. So
see, this is where it gets tricky. Because what's that going to say? It's a State of the Union address, according to Alex.
Well, it says that they're going to address the issues, and there's a lot of people complaining about a lot of things, and items we're patiently waiting for. So this is definitely related to MTL MCP for sure.
It might correct what we're talking about in the video today.
It has to. It has to. So it's coming.
It's going to zero.
Guys, we're going to zero. We're showing you the proof. You can see it in the top tab right there, okay? It's coming up. Just let me get through this. All right? Just let me get through this. Okay. Then we got this drop that nobody likes. Everyone thinks Electra looks like Tomb Raider PS1. I saw a tweet from Non-Fungible Wonderful who said that maybe they used this type of graphic so that they can gamify it, and because anything more would have been a little bit too difficult to gamify. That would be cool.
Oh,
I don't know if I believe it, but is
it really that bad? And we did the video on it yesterday. My mind went straight to Tomb Raider as well when I saw this. But
yeah,
is it really that bad?
Have you seen them?
I've seen them, but like what other NFT projects are going to produce anything even close to this?
Yeah, it's true, but they showed some people had some comparisons on Twitter that were a lot better looking.
To the DC girls.
No, they had Daredevil as a 3D and it was phenomenal looking. And now you got this one. This one, something's going on with the head. I think that's it. I think it's just the face or whatever they did. And look at this. This is the secret rare. It's got like one move. One move. This reminds me of an ultra rare. Like ultra rare is usually like a one move thing, and then the secret rare has like extra on top of that, right?
The graphics on this one definitely seem different from all the DC girls for whatever reason. It's just maybe different artist. But I don't know. I mean, like I'm not going. Like I'll probably go for the drop, but I'm not really gonna hold this one. I'm not interested in having this one long term or anything like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going for this drop.
You're gonna pass it?
I think I'll be able to get it for 50% in the secondary market.
Fair point. Fair point. You're right.
That's my price prediction. If this is going for 50 gems, and there's like 30K editions, 12,850, 9,000. You're already at 20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 30K editions. I'm not going for this.
Yeah.
You may go for it. If you get a secret rare, it might be worth it. But I think everything else is gonna drop close.
The way things are going, on this one, I'd probably get a common. Right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
That's just
then get hit with that 8% fee when you want to sell it too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Are you guys going for Electra tomorrow? I know it's been split. Some people say yeah. Some people say no. I know Kobe really likes this Electra, but I don't know. I think Kobe's prescription ran out on his glasses or something. I don't know. I'm just joking. Kobe knows we love him.
Some neck twisting.
Dino says her neck is broken.
Yeah, I saw that.
But okay, guys, we're gonna get into it here. This is why VEVE is going to zero. All your VEVE collectibles are going to zero unless something changes. Okay, I'm gonna show up quickly. A lot going on here. Maybe I can zoom in and give you a better idea. So market price. So let's say this is today's drop.
Yeah.
It's a golden moment drop. Market price is 60 gems. So if you buy it on the drop, you get it for 60 gems. You're laughing. Golden moments have a fee of 8.5%. All right. So let's say drops over. Secondary market prices are around 300. That's kind of similar to what we saw today for a bunch of them.
Sure, but it's all relative. It could be 150. It could be whatever you want it to be.
These are all arbitrary numbers. It's just an example. Okay. So somebody buys. So this is another thing. I went on Twitter this morning and I was talking to a bunch of people. And I'm like, oh, do you know anybody who sells gems half rate? And it was surprisingly very easy to find people who sell gems at half rate. I know eBay, I think the rate is like 80%. I know there's a bunch of people selling them at discounts. And it doesn't matter what the discount is. The more the discount, the faster that this process will happen though.
Yes.
So the more that people are figuring this out, I use the most extreme example because I don't think anything is selling below that. If it is, it'll go even faster. But this is just an example to show you guys what will happen as more and more people buy gems at discount. And this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, because this buying off app, I think, has grown in popularity, especially after the January pump. Yeah. So now you have a lot of whales. You have a lot of people who can afford now. They have so many gems that they can afford to start flooding the market. Not to mention the bots. We did a whole video on how for the FUD to end, it's a combination of MTL and MCP that can fix this problem. Yeah. But continue on with this.
So the thing is, there's two things. One, VEVE approved off-app purchases of gems. They said just don't get scammed or you might get scammed. But now that there's actually reliable, trustworthy people, for certain people, we don't do it, but some people are like trusted to do this, you're getting a lot more of it. And most YouTubers on YouTube don't buy gems full rate. And they talk about it all the time. They talk about it all the time. No, I know. But I'm saying the fact that they're telling people that that's what happens, it makes other people go out and look for it. So it's something that's growing and growing and growing. And the more that it grows, the more competitive these rates will become. Yeah. And the more competitive the rates become, the more that it's going to affect the marketplace. And I'm just going to show the example.
Yeah, run through this first.
So if you buy so say a secondary price in the market is 300 gems. Somebody's like, I want that. I'm going to go buy 300 gems, secondary or off app. And I'm going to pay $150. Okay? So now their cost basis is $150. So they can make profits selling for 200 gems. So if they sell for 200 gems, they take off their 8.5% fee. They made $33 profit just by using a 50% off gem. So now let's say that the person who bought their listed 200 gem item bought their gems at 50%. Now they bought 200 gems and they only paid $100. Okay, you guys see where this is going, right? So now they can make profit at 125 gems. They're gonna make they're gonna have a $10 fee. They're gonna make $15 profit. So they made $15 profit, and somebody bought their 125 gem item. Let's say it's a Winnie the Pooh, whatever.
Yeah.
So that person who bought it, if they use 50% off gems, they really only pay $62.50. So let's give them a little bit.
An infinite loop here. This is an infinite loop.
You see the direction this is going. There's only one direction right now. So let's say this person who wanted this, they wanted to sell it for 75, make a little bit of gems. You know, they sell it for 75. They get hit with a fee. They have $6 profit, no problem. But the person who bought their $75 item, they paid $75 gems, but off app 50%, cost them $37.50.
Oh,
they could sell for 45 gems, still be in profit, even after fees, guys. So now the person who bought their $45 gem item only paid for $22.50.
That's right.
They can sell it for 28, make profit.
That's
Someone buys theirs. It keeps going, guys.
Don't even rush it. Just run through it.
Let's keep going. So 28 gems. They only paid 14 gems. They can make profit on 17, selling the same item for 17 gems. They're making profit after fees. Okay, somebody bought their 17 gem item for 50% off. They paid $8.50 for their gems. They can sell it for 10 gems and make a profit. If the market's going down, they can make a profit just by buying gems off app. Then now they sold it for 10 gems. Somebody bought that for 10 gems. They might have probably got theirs for 50% off. So they paid $5. Now they can make profit on 7 gems, and they sell the same thing for 7 gems. That person could have bought it half off. They paid $3.50, sell it for $5. You guys see where this is going.
I want to see
the person who bought it for $5, so only paid $2.50. They could sell it for $3. Person who's buying it from them for $3 only paid $1.50. It's going there, guys. $1.50. Right. You know what I mean? $2, $1.20. You're basically zero. Basically zero, and you can keep going. Someone you know what I mean? This is what's happening in the market because gems are being bought at a discount.
And this would have to happen completely market wide. It can never happen just to one specific collectible. That's why you see the whole market drop together, because it's all just constant relative decisions. Okay, well, I have 150 gems. I would rather this over that. As the prices kind of change, one drops more than the other, people jump over to the other one, and over time it balances down. But this can be stopped, and really the only way to stop this would be the introduction of MTL. Now, personally, again, in a way this could increase the amount of FUD in the market, but it's just the way the system is built as of right now. The system is built in such a way where you're not able to get your money out because of MTL. It doesn't exist yet. Therefore, people are using other avenues to get their money out. That has now created this, I will call it a positive feedback loop, where as time goes on, you're going to have fresh gems being purchased at discounts, which will then fuel the ability to have that 50% buffer in terms of your losses, but before the time you have to break even. So, practically, yes, we're showing you an example of how it can go to zero, but practically it probably will never make it there because the introduction of MTL will come. We have information on the specifics of it. We know they're getting there. No one has a day. Maybe come the next week when we get the video from David Yu, maybe they're going to give us a date, and I think that will really, really help solve this problem almost immediately when people know what day is coming. Because if you know it's coming, now all of a sudden you're not going to rush. You're not going to want to sell your gems for 50%. You know you have a date now, so maybe you're going to wait. And of course, people might be like, well, I don't trust VEVE's going to actually honor that date. But I bet you there's a lot of people who will wait to see if it happens. Yeah. So they could fix this. And then on top of that, which we didn't talk about, is the MCP program. Because off that drop, you have bots that we know are winning some percentage of this who just want to flood the market. And if you're going to if you're going to bot, you're probably buying your gems at a discount too. If you're going to go to the level of effort to get a bot, you're probably getting your gems off app for a discount. So you have a combo problem right now of bots flooding who probably also have discounted gems, and you have normal users also getting discounted gems. You have nothing but this fueling of a FUD and the market continuously dropping because the system itself has to be corrected.
I think there's another way they can do it. Now that I've listened to you speak, they could just shut off transfers until they have MTL. If they actually shut off transfers, that would help, because then you won't be able to send people to gems at the discounted rate. You won't be able to trade collectibles, and maybe that's what we need right now until they do have the proper avenues in place. Because
but how would that work? Because you just list an item on the market, right? And then the person buys it.
I guess then you would pay them cash on the side. Yeah.
Right. You can't stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop it. You need MTL and you need MCP. The other thing you mentioned.
I'm still in no rush. I don't mind cheap prices.
Oh, I don't. I'm loving it. I hope that they go to 80 cents for.
Like for me, this is great right now. I don't care. Let it drop some more. I'll buy.
But the other thing you mentioned was how it's the whole market as a whole. Now, I think mainly, and I might be wrong in this, but I think mainly the draw to VEVE was the collectibles initially. I think people got in because of the collectibles. I think the comic crowd came in after. I do think that the collectible crowd is bigger than the comic crowd, just based off of all of the sentiment and everything we see on Twitter. Now comics have grown. Like I'm sure many people prefer comics, and I think one of the big reasons why people switched over to comics was because they found that they stored value better. But if you pull up any comic right now, Rob, you'll see that they finally got hit with this.
You want to bring it over here?
Yeah, I was looking at one on the stream today earlier. I think it was ASM 50, but you can look at any comic, and they all.
Yeah, based on based on what we just discussed.
Except NY, don't look at NYX or Ghost Rider, because those two are still.
The demand's outpacing, but they're all at risk.
They're not following trend. But look at like any other comic that's been out for a while.
Like they're all at risk of the same.
This is a new one too. Look at like a old comic.
All right. We'll do
like a comic somebody's been probably holding. Yeah, anything Amazing Spider-Man. Perfect.
Let's go Spider-Man #1.
Sure. That's a perfect example.
It's a great comic, by the way.
Yeah. Here's the price. If it loads.
There it is.
So, guys, it's not just collectibles anymore. Comics used to be a store of value, and the reason I think that this is happening is because people who were into collectibles saw their investments crashing to the ground. They're like, let me sell and go buy comics, because comics are storing value. And now the cheap gems are getting into the comics. And because the cheap gem, they're finding the comics now, they're taking the comics down with them.
Based on the theory that we just talked about, based on the discounted gems, based on the lack of MCP, there really is no collectible or comic that is safe from a downward pressure momentum unless these two things are fixed.
Yeah. Or if it's like really extremely expensive, because I think it'll be tough to get 20, 30 grand in gems. Or it might happen. It might take longer though.
Yeah. And like, I mean, again, I'm not scared personally. Everybody has to make their own decisions. We want to make sure all the superstars listening, we're just aware of this. Like, just be aware that this is happening. I'm buying these collectibles. Everybody wants to catch a bottom. We don't know where the bottom is. Literally tomorrow we can get an announcement with a date, and all of a sudden everything we just talked about no longer applies. That video that's coming out next week can give us a date, and then this doesn't apply. They can enter a queue system, solve half the problem, and then a month later bring in MTL. We don't know what's going to happen. I still don't mind owning them because I'm accruing MCP points. It's all retroactive. So like, I'm not going to go to the extent of just like selling everything to try to get a better price, because we don't know where that bottom is. So as it continues to drop, when the prices become attractive, I'm entering positions. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty crazy when this finally hits you. That where's the bottom? Yeah. Is it 0?
Well, no, it could go there. It could go there, but
these things aren't fixed, it could go there.
More than we believe in this, we believe in the project, and we believe that VEVE has a great team, and that they will not let this happen.
It'll be fixed. If
it was anybody else, it could be allowed to happen, but VEVE's not going to let this happen. I'm sure they know that this is happening and affecting their business model, but the fact that the two owners are coming out with a video and speaking to the masses next week, that's good news, because they're obviously aware of all the sentiment, and we know for a fact that they're talking to a lot of the content creators and seeing what sentiment is and trying to help how to fix the app or any issues, or what's
These
the
are
major
things they've
things.
always intended to do, right?
Yeah.
These are things that they're not new. They're not new concepts. They are coming.
Yeah.
Like cash out is coming. It will fix the problem, but until it comes, the
You gotta
market
sit.
is structured in such a way where this is the issue we're gonna have.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I think I don't even have our end screen, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Just
I'll let you take
remember
it away.
to just remember to join a Parology giveaway of a lenticular card of Goofy. He's already given away 2 this month, part of March Madness. He has another one coming up next week. Just you can go on Instagram, send us a photo, AR photo of Goofy. Make sure you follow Parology. Fasto, sorry. Make sure you follow Parology on Twitter as well. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And actually, Parology now has a YouTube channel. Go look him up and follow him as well. There's some entries right there.
Look at all the entries already, guys. So not too many still. You can still have a great chance at a Goofy. So go check out the pinned video on our Twitter, and that will give you all the details how to enter. It's pretty simple.
Yep, and you can join the Superstar fam, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, become a Superstar. We want to hear from you below. Give us comments. What do you guys think about this video? Do you guys agree with us? Do you think that right now the market's structured in such a way that there's nowhere but zero? When do you think MTL is going to come? It's part of the conversation. MCP. Just let us know your thoughts below. We want to hear from you, whether you agree with us, whether you don't agree with us. We like hearing, so we can produce that conversation and then bring it up on another video. So thank you so much for listening, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.